Alright, I'm gonna try it again. I don't know. Twitch doesn't like me today. My internet's at like 96% strength. It keeps booting me off. That's okay. Struggles with modern technology. It's not the end of the world. So anyway, we are back. Hopefully this video will be the one that lasts. So I'm gonna start over again. This is the Lord of the Rings Adaptations podcast, Twitch stream. Exploring Return to Moria. This is going to be session 4 if I can get a full-length video out of any of this. We are on this stream and on podcast. We study the works of Tolkien, the adaptations, rather, of the works of Tolkien. And we use his books, his letters, and other things to analyze that. We are walking our way slowly through, doing a long exploration of Return to Moria, which I've been thoroughly enjoying, as they've built a really cool world to explore and craft and build into. It's an interesting setting, so this is going to be, for those that don't know, this is after The Lord of the Rings. We are trying to reestablish the old Dwarven homeland and their greatest kingdom of Khazad-dûm. Right now, we are just exploring this area. Before we go into this area that I found to continue the story of the Elven Quarter, which was this like secret hidden away place. I guess it's not too secret because King Durin the Third.
If an orc should raise his sword at me, a terrible day'd have he. If an orc should raise his sword at me, a terrible day'd have he. I'm a feisty fool with an empty fork,
So this is kind of
and
the
if
same
he
variation
would not flee, on a spike he'd sit
of
by
songs.
my
They've done
fire
Orc,
pit.
they've done
Orc
Wolf.
aboard dinner for me.
I think they did Barry.
Giga.
Okay, so we got plenty of iron ore sitting around here. I was kind of wondering if there was anywhere to go this way, but really, okay. So this building does seem to be another little bit of a pub, this kind of generic. This was the way, yeah, that's the way back to that open corner, so I don't want to necessarily rush through. This one doesn't seem like there's too much more to analyze. We've seen these kinds of buildings before. Clearly, plenty of pubs and ales. They sing a nice song too when you drink too. Take a sip.
Your wife, she may be fine.
Oh, he interrupted my song. Dude, rude. Rude wolf. Dare you? Man, I was just having an evening ale, trying to just chill. Sing a lovely song and balance a mug of ale on my head. Man, blindsided. Brutal. Well, that's kind of the other fun part of this game, is stuff like that does happen. Didn't even see him coming. Alright, well, anyway. Now we're back at it, and now we get to explore in the dark, as it seems like. It is dusk now, so in the bottom left there you can see they do a good job of telling you how much time has passed, how much more time you have. I know I'm taking a long time. I can't believe it's been 9. I spent a really long time in my early base. I guess I didn't realize how much time had passed. Trying to set up that initial base and kind of just learn the mechanics of it. I've also spent a lot of time trying to get the stream to work. It's been running the entire day. So, like I said, I'm just trying to make sure it's not a difference necessarily between hitting
I
here
love
and
that
trying to find
song.
where I can find some coal. That's been my, if I'm familiar with these videos, it's been the bane, besides the inventory, the utter lack of inventory in this game. Specific lack of coal can sometimes be difficult. So let's keep going around in this area. Oh no, you know what? I found this chest earlier. That's right. Just found some stuff here. So this is what's set up around this barred off elven quarter, which I think is interesting. It said it was barred off by Durin the Third. Durin the Third, according to the appendices of the Lord of the Rings, is the king who got the dwarf ring. So we could maybe think that perhaps, according to this game at least, we have to remember we're in the adaptation. But maybe in this world, in this adaptation rather, the elves were cool and the dwarves hang out. You know, maybe they were fine, they had a quarter, and then perhaps when the dwarf ring, started to take its hold, maybe he decided to banish or bar it off. It's secret to, like, modern dwarves, it would seem. The game described it as secret. But there is a notice that barred it off from Durin the Third. He would have been an older king, obviously, especially now by the Fourth Age. So right now I'm just really quickly going back up over here. I want to store some of this stuff that I had before. To learn at some point. Hopefully soon we're going to get this material to build a map. Start using these. That's kind of cool. And those maps will then help you fast travel. We'll get some waypoints. So hopefully soon this will be a much more expedited exploration. But I don't mind the grind right now because I am brand new to this game and kind of this style of game. And as I've said, I am very interested in doing this slow exploration. If you're familiar with Coriolis' Exploring Lord of the Rings, I'm not going to compare myself to that at all. He's obviously so excellent at what he does, but it's definitely inspired by that. Oh man, I do want to make. My only problem is that I had this coal issue. You need coal to build these hearths. You need the hearths to build camps. I do want an axe really bad. Dropped off some stuff. If we get into trouble, we can always come back. If I really need to forge the axe, we can do that. But now, going back through this way. I'd just like to make sure I rebuilt these statues. Still wondering what these bowls were meant to have been holding. I'm not sure. We saw some. I think we'll see in that hallway again. We'll probably pass it again. Did that one. I climbed up in this building. This stream was cut off a couple times, so if I can actually get the length to stay here, we may have missed that part. There wasn't much in that building. Oh, back. But anyway, yeah, there wasn't too much in there. I think I just found some of those special power-up things. I'm kind of saving for when these enemies get wild. Alright, so we find ourselves into it now. Here we go. See, these are more of these statues to repair. I do like doing these. These give you building recipes. And also just sort of spruces up Moria, which is kind of the whole point of the game. So for me, it's a really fun element. I like that. You get some things. I'm not sure the inventory just gave me popped away pretty quickly, but you get some things. What did it give me? Oh, it's giving me more coal. See, now this is interesting. Going around doing that, that's what I really need. Maybe I'll be able to craft my axe sooner than I thought. west down this way. Take a look around, make sure we're not missing too much. Exploring the ruins is always so cool. Love how they did it. It really feels like you could just be exploring just for the sake of an archaeological expedition, not even trying to rebuild like the homeland, which of course then adds the story and the motivation. But I know that in terms of the story, I'm supposed to be getting back to like connect with everybody else. I've been taking so long exploring and learning the game and building it that I've been down here for 10 days. And Gimli probably thinks I'm dead out there. Oh, Gimli. He's probably worried sick about that random dwarf that fell like days ago. Whoa, what is this? Oh, that's decidedly creepy. Oh my goodness, look at that. So we got some skulls. Clearly the work of some goblins here. Is that over the statue of a dwarf? I feel like for the honor of the dwarves here, we should be destroying this. There we go. Free this guy up. Get rid of this goblin stuff. I actually don't use too much of that. Oh, that's much more effective anyway. Save the sword. This wood. Wonder if anything, does anything happen if we actually free it? We just get some good resources. These are all useful. And again, the head cannon behind it. You can get into it. Spruce up our beloved Khazad-dûm. Free us from this gross. Oh, look at that. They chipped away. They hacked the head off. You know, this is very reminiscent of when, in Lord of the Rings, when Sam and Frodo find that statue in Gondor of that Gondorian king, and the orcs had hewed the head off, and they had, what did they do? They painted the red eye, the symbol of Sauron, onto it. It's a very obviously disrespectful gesture. And that's where they see the king has a crown again with the stars, and then it goes away in the shadow. Very cool. I kind of like that. So you're getting that little bit of a feel of what the orcs do. They do it everywhere. That desecration they commit in Gondor, they do the same thing in Khazad-dûm. Cool. Yeah, that's the first time I think I've come across a like non-fixable broken statue. Okay, so we need this part. Got over here. We repaired that statue down there. Let's see. Looks like we've done the perimeter. Oh, here. I usually try and make sure I'm getting all the scraps I can get. Make sure we're not missing anything nifty in these corners on the perimeters here. And then hopefully head back through that hallway. Alright, I think we did our circle here. Now, the only thing left is to kind of go through the center. Don't be mad at me, Piggy. I don't feel like fighting. What is this? Oh, no, I have some of these. Okay. I think you can start making, you get some recipes. You start making some advanced dwarf stews and whatnot. Delicious dwarf cooking. Which, based on what we've seen, we got some mushrooms, we got wild boar, we got, those things kind of look like onions or something. It seems the dwarves are pretty healthy. Oh boy. Oh, there were cranberries at some point, too. Look at that. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Another wolf. These wolves just love coming at me. I really wish you could use the torch as like extra weapon when you have it equipped, you know. Very, like, Hobbit style. When Gandalf's throwing those throwing the fire cones, as I call them, down on the wolves from on high. I thought that'd be kind of a cool touch. Maybe we'll get a weapon later that can do something like fire damage. Okay, the other thing I wanted to make sure, if it looks like I'm going back and forth a lot, one, I wanted to find a coal vein if I can, because that is going to be the one resource. You need to heat all your forges and everything for when you repair things and craft. But I'm also looking, this game, one reason I'm still down here 10 days later, which I still think is hilarious, is I didn't realize some of the areas you actually do need to like make sure you're exploring, because like say this, if you didn't look, this sometimes a wall here might be dirt and you actually need to pickaxe through it in order to find the next area. At one point I was so lost, like looking around, couldn't find my way, had fun exploring, but was like, oh my goodness, they made Moria so confusing, which of course is a nice touch, as it should be in the books and everything, or according to the books rather. And just like right now, I think I got myself a little turned around. We'll just follow the perimeter back. Oh, here we go. I remember this guy. But yeah, I had certainly missed some easy. It was an easy, clear path, and I just walked right by it, not realizing, just use your pickaxe and you tunnel your way through. Delve, as the dwarves, I'm sure, like to say. All right, let's take a look here. Doing all right. I might go back and make. That axe. I'm a dwarf, and I've been running around with a sword for a long time, and I'm kind of dying to have an axe before we go. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we got that side area done. The only problem is I wish I could do the coal. Roast meat. Let's make us some meats. I want to see how many we need for this axe. We need 2 iron ingots, and I have everything else. If I wanted to make some armor, which I'm kind of interested in, but that'll take 4 iron ingots. Okay, so hopefully, I think I did the first time I burned through my coal going way too fast. So then, yeah, this is like an example of a little camp. I had made an earlier one way far back, but this one was kind of is my middle ground here. See, what do we not really need to hold on to? I'm thinking I will make the armor. I got the cloth. Let's move these metal fragments over for now. We'll be able to come back. We'll have to make a stop back at some point, build those map stones and whatnot. I think I need these right now. Better. Let's see how many we ended up with. I got the 2, so I should be able to put the axe here in a minute. There we go. I think we need 1 more for the armor. I have the iron. I have this shield, so we will be all set up with some Iron Hills stuff, which is great. Iron Hills, if we're remembering, of course, is the region, what is it, northeast of the Lonely Mountain. That's where Day and Ironfoot was Lord. He came to fight with Thorin and company in the Battle of Five Armies. You know what? Yeah, let's start with Alright, so we added that. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we added that. I'm thinking after this one, hopefully we'll have enough. Did I count that right? Nope, I did not. We may as well, see, you can see when you need to add more coal, so we may as well make 3 more while we're sitting here. And then I'll have some for, maybe we can make, how much do we need for these gloves? Oh, okay. Get some cloth scraps here. Did I save some of these? Those are easy enough to come by, so we should actually be able to make the gloves at some point here, too. Boom. Alright. So now we got ourselves acts like a true dwarf. We've seen just a few. We're going to get the gloves then as well. And I don't have any other recipes for a helmet, doesn't look like, but we are loaded up. Okay, there we go. Armor equipped. Oh, right, we need the cloth scrap stuff. Getting ahead of myself. Perfect, okay. So that's equipped, that's nice. We got the axe ready to go. We have 1, so we'll just need. Looks like there's, yeah, some gauntlets, helmet. What's funny is I actually don't remember how I got this Rohirric helmet on. I had it from it's from a DLC. Yeah, let's see, let's see. Yeah, I need that. Oh, it's under wardrobe. I see. Okay, so then you could be. You know, I'm gonna remove. I got all this Rohan armor from the DLC, which I really like. But I think for the fun of it, it'll keep us kind of on. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just not even do it? What just happened? Oh, that's funny. I thought I did it. Okay, I did the boots and stuff. There we go. That was funny. I messed that up. Alright, so when we get some claw scraps, we'll be able to build another set of armor there. We got a blue bar on top of that red bar for health now. So we are looking good. We got plenty of resources to stick next to this camp. And that for me is more than enough. Get popping. That's right, I forgot that we talked about how this looks like a farm place, a farmhouse. Oh, look at that. Stuffed mushrooms recipe, that's pretty cool. wonder if I can then plants. Yeah, the problem was that the mushrooms wasn't working. Oh no, don't throw. What did I do that for? Okay, that's right. No. How do you change, How do you change which one you want to use? That's crazy. It's only letting me use that one. Alright, back at it. Here we go. Back. Oh, here we go. Oh boy. Coming for my camp.
Get him.
Assad!
Attack.
Was that a full-on raid? I better check that. Make sure they didn't die. Because they can and will destroy stuff. Ooh, those berries. Cool. You know what? Maybe we should do a little bit of a... Oh, that's interesting. That might make one of those. Seem that maybe we should build a little something. Protect ourselves here. What do you think? We really only come up these stairs, right? So I'm thinking probably actually layer this thing a little bit better too. I would say that that's a security risk, but the game doesn't seem to register that the goblins will climb like that. Oh, I'm not too far away from the hearth. Alright. We'll bring it back. Oh, so this is as far as I can go. Okay, that's fine. We will start off. Maybe we'll do a double door over there, too. We'll build it here. I guess that's the best way to do that. Maybe can we fit another door? Yeah. That's pretty cool. One thing I wanted to see is I had heard you could take down parts of the building. Like, can you actually... You get, like, resources then from it? Oh my goodness, you do. Oh, you get a lot. That's pretty cool. So then you can actually, like... fill it out the way you like and make it look new. Whoops. Whoa. I'm not sure what I did. Did I just tear up the floor? Nah, whatever. Okay, so then we'll do... I think we'll want to build... Right? I was hoping I could get it to... You know, there's a couple of blocks you can use too. Build off this side. Oh, dang it. This one up. Oh, yeah, that worked. Nice. I don't think they can fit through there. I'm not going to fret about that. Okay, then could they go around this side theoretically? Yeah, they can. Really, though, there's no need to go this way. So maybe just build ourselves a little. What do you think? Full on stone wall? Oh, that's pretty big. I don't know if we can do that. Yeah, actually, you know what? That looks better. That just feels a little bit safer. Okay, stone wall. Connected pretty well.
If a troll should trundle up my trail, a terrible day'd have he. If a troll should trundle up my trail, a terrible day'd have he. I'm a feisty fool with an empty fork, and if he would not flee, I'd arrange his teeth in a festive wreath, troll for dinner for me.
There we go. That's more like it. We have a somewhat defensible location here. I'm going to close the door. Did that on my last video, left it open, and right as I was leaving, the goblins raided, and they just ran right through the open door. Whoops. The dwarven diligence needs to be upgraded a little bit, I suppose. Alright, so we did a pretty good day's work. I wonder if we should take a rest. Get the energy back up. See, what I want is to be able to build like a ballista right here for when they start raiding. I think that'd be pretty sweet. Not sure how canon that would be to the books, but we do know that in Jackson's... Oh, look, there's tons of stone around here. I should be able to totally build up a bunch of stuff if I wanted to there. Actually, I wonder, is it better to do platforms and leave the door and then you can jump up and even get in if you do that? Oh, that's a good way to consider it. I haven't thought of that before. I'm also considering building that repair station here since we have this stuff. Since I have a decent little setup going on right here. I rather like it, actually. I haven't done that part either. Let's see what we actually need. Smithy, so I need 3 more iron ingots, and that would get me to be able to repair damaged weapons and armor. Alright. Let's do it. We need 3 more. So we'll add a fuel. 1, 2, 3, and we won't have to add more coal into that. And then that will give us our 5 that we